I never believed in ghosts, at least, not until that night. I had just moved into a small apartment, cheap rent, quiet neighborhood. Everything was perfect. But at exactly 3 a.m. my phone rang. An unknown number. Something inside me whispered not to answer. But in the dead silence of the night, I did the stupidest thing. I picked up the call. Hello? No response. Just the sound of slow, shallow breathing from the other end. A chill ran down my spine. Who is this? I asked, irritation creeping into my voice. Silence. Then, a whisper. Hoarse. Cold. So close, it felt like someone was breathing right next to me. Are you alone? I shot up from my bed. I suddenly felt like someone was watching me from the darkness. I quickly hung up, but the phone rang again immediately. Same number. This time, when I answered, the whisper came back, slow and eerie. You just looked around, didn't you? But I'm not behind you. A cold sweat broke across my skin. The air in my apartment felt thick, heavy, suffocating. Then, my phone buzzed. A text from the unknown number. Look at the window. The window? I didn't want to, but something forced me to turn my head. And that's when I saw it. A figure, standing outside my window. Tall, dark, faceless. It didn't move. But I knew. It was looking at me. My heart pounded in my chest. I lived on the 14th floor. How the hell could someone be standing outside my window? Then, knock, knock. It tapped on the glass. I stumbled backward, shaking. My phone buzzed again. Another text. You think closing the curtains means I can't see you? I bolted into the bathroom, slamming the door shut. My phone vibrate non-stop. I hadn't answered the call, but somehow, it connected on its own. Then, that voice whispered again, closer than ever. Look in the mirror. Number. I forced myself not to look. But then, a feeling so terrifying, so overwhelming, made me glance up. At first, I only saw myself. Then, something else appeared behind me. A woman in a tattered white dress. Her long hair covered her face, except for a wide, unnatural grin stretching from ear to ear. I whipped around. No one was there. But when I looked back at the mirror, she was right behind me, closer. Her black, empty eyes staring into mine. Her mouth opened wider. And in my own voice, she whispered, "You belong to me now." The next morning, the neighbors called the police. They said they had heard a bodybuilding scream from my apartment at exactly 3 a.m. But when the police broke in, the apartment was empty. No signs of struggle. No signs of forced entry. Just my phone lying on the floor, screen still glowing. On it was one missed call from my own number, and one final message. Who's next? Epilogue. The apartment was abandoned. No one dared to live there again, but the neighbors swore. Every night, at exactly 3 a.m., the lights would turn on by themselves, and sometimes, a phone would ring from inside the empty apartment. Some curious people tried calling the last number saved on my phone, and when they answered, they only heard a whisper, chilling and soft, right in their ear. I'm watching you.